Welcome back, tribe. Let's get into it.
Everyone is born already basically just beautiful. So I don't think there's a reason to rate people and bring them down I don't like the bringing down aspect of it.
What? Hold on. You guys have to see this. What? What is this? What is this on the right? Can someone explain to me? Pentagrams and shit. Okay, dude. Here we go. Gotta invite one of these to every episode just because, point and laugh.
Well, I don't think it necessarily brings people down, but
I feel like it could.
It could.
Yeah.
I agree with you, actually. Mm-hmm. I think that everybody can be beautiful, mm-hmm. but I think it would be naive to say that we're all equally attractive.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Great.
The attractive aspect. Mm-hmm.
So I think what we're getting into is sexual marketplace value. So I have a...
Okay, but beauty and attraction is the same thing. We have to baby people today. That's the issue. Why? It's like saying gender and sex are different. It's the same thing. It's been used interchangeably since the dawn of man. These two terms have been used interchangeably since the dawn of man as well. Beauty and attraction, same thing. If you're beautiful, you're attractive. If you're not beautiful, also means you're not attractive. What is happening, dude? Do words not mean anything anymore?
Some interesting takes on this. Maybe I can share them at this point. So I think that there's a few different ways that we can approach this, and I think it's generally done with not a lot of nuance. I think that everybody kind of has what I call a normalized sexual marketplace value, which is sort of like according to the standards of the culture in which you...
What is this? What is going on with that? Dude, A1 for the props. First, they always bring at least one freak on the other side of the table, and then this chick is always doing some shit on the other side. Okay.
According to the standards of the culture in which you live, how well do you measure up on the most important dimensions to the opposite sex? So a number of the things that you've brought up today are like height. Mm-hmm. This guy led with his socioeconomic status. He makes $200,000 a year. So these are things that I think would be on normalized sexual marketplace value for men. For women, it would be their physical appearance, their age, things like that. But no one really knows what their sexual marketplace value is because all transactions are based on perceived sexual marketplace value. Like, I got a thing for cute nerds. That's my thing. And that's not necessarily what the culture tells me women are supposed to look like in terms of their archetypal beauty. Mm-hmm. But that's something that's really interesting and attractive to me. And you never really know until you engage a person how they perceive you in terms of your general attractiveness. Just because you don't accord with the socialized, normalized sexual marketplace value doesn't mean that you can't be highly attractive. Or conversely, just because you are 6'4" and you make a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be very attractive to certain women, right?
Yeah.
But the kicker is that you really only know your sexual marketplace value when you get into a relationship. So it's like, I knew somebody that I was very close to. She was an artist, and she had never sold a painting before. And she started by offering her paintings for $100,000, which, God bless her, I love the courage with that, but it just wasn't really realistic that someone was going to buy a piece of art for $100,000 from an unknown artist. It was only when she began to bring down that price that we got to see what that painting was actually worth. And that only occurred because somebody was willing to pay.
I just have to say, the fact that you have to dumb down the conversation for this segment of women to even understand basic concepts like how you're not all attractive, you're not all beautiful, is mind-blowing to me. What the fuck is going on in the world today? We gotta break some shit down by paintings. We're talking to children. Holy shit, bro. It can't get any dumber than this. You gotta describe shit like, here's an apple when you go to the store. Some apples are perfectly green and shiny, but that one apple has that bruise on it. So what do? You skip over it. Is that apple beautiful too? Is that apple what the fuck? Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. And they're literally tuned in like, wow, groundbreaking. Holy fuck. I never thought about it this way before. My mind is blown. Oh God. Yeah, I guess we're not all pretty, but we're all beautiful on the inside. Get the fuck out of here.
pay X amount for it. Until then, the actual price or the value of that painting was kind of like just pure potential. We only really realize worth in the moment of transaction, which can only occur between two individuals.
So you're saying, okay, so then let's say the girl gets into a relationship, then how do you determine her SMV from the guy's status?
Yes. So I think that you can kind of, in this framework, determine a woman's sexual marketplace value by the normalized sexual marketplace value of the men who are willing to get into a relationship with her. And you can determine a man's male sexual marketplace value by the normalized sexual marketplace value of the women he is able to sleep with.
Okay, what if she's gay? How do you determine her SMV?
I don't know. I guess you could do it.
I don't know. How you mean, like, how hot is the bitch she's dating? We really went there with, what if she's a lesbian? Oh, you got you, bitch. Checkmate. It's not a man, so how we determine value now? Fuck. This shit is so stupid, bro. I can't anymore with these. I swear to God, I'm fucking scorched earth, all of this shit. I'm getting really tired of hearing fucking morons. Not this dude. This dude's channel sick as fuck. I always love covering his stuff. But when he talks amongst people that aren't fucking retarded, it sounds great. But when you have to dumb down some basic dating concepts to bozos, holy shit, dude. It's neuron destroying, brain numbing material. Fuck.
I think most of these concepts apply also to gay relationships.
But I don't know if lesbians are hypergamous.
They are really big on commitment. There's an old joke about what does a lesbian bring to a second date, and it's a trailer because she's moving in. So there's takes all kinds, but there is my understanding, a big bent in lesbian relationships towards commitment.
Okay. I just feel like in high schools and colleges, like people date people at their school. They're probably like in a similar income range. Sure. So I don't know how you would determine like the SMV of like a college sophomore who's dating another college sophomore who are both kind of an equal amount of college debt. And you wouldn't say she has low SMV because she's dating a guy in debt and not getting scooped up by a millionaire, right? So doesn't that kind of make your definition of SMV kind of irrelevant to most dating instances?
No, because I think it's based on the context in which you exist. So we can say that people might have a normalized sexual marketplace value for the culture at large, but maybe the culture that and the context that matters most to you is your campus. Or maybe it's even just like the people in your homeroom class. Like there's all kinds of hierarchies within social systems as soon as more than two people start to relate to each other.
Okay, so then you would then judge it based off like, okay, is that guy an athlete? Is he like doing well, or like what would be
in high school? Yeah, that's the stereotypical one. It's like who is the big man on campus is the quarterback, right?
Sure.
Now, does this guy can he compete with somebody who's 35, makes $1 million a year? Well, it just depends on what the woman is looking for. You know, she might be so involved in that context that she will actually choose the quarterback over somebody who makes, hundreds of $1,000s a year. Mm-hmm. I think it really depends on the context.
All right.
Oh, and one more thing, and I think this is why this is great advice for guys, especially maybe the shorter kings out there, 5'7", is find a context in which you can shine. Like you can be a contextual alpha. I know you might not love that term, but you can definitely have a higher sexual marketplace value in certain contexts versus others.
Passport Bros is one of them. If you're short, go to a country where the women are shorter on average. Say you're a 5'6" king, and then you go get you somewhere where there's 5'2" queens in abundance. Easy. Another, side effect of passport broing. Exoticism. You stand out. You're different. It's attractive. On top of that, third, you probably have money, at least more than the local population. So you're hitting the provider, you're hitting the attraction, you can provision, you can protect, you're hitting all the spots, baby. You become high value. That's the game. That's your contextual alpha right there. The only other way to contextualize yourself in a woman's pants in that manner is to have an extreme, and I mean extreme skill ability in that avenue. You are extremely handsome, extremely jacked, extremely wealthy, or you have an extreme talent like a singer. You could be a Bruno Mars, like 5 fucking feet tall. That's it. And smash the world on command because you got an angelic voice, and women obviously have this thing for fame and celebrity and obsess over them. That's it, man. If your deck of cards is rough as hell, genetically speaking, you need an extreme skill to overcome that disadvantage. That's it. That's the context. If you're an average dude, below average dude, nothing really interesting about you, don't got any skills, pockets are pretty fucking light, can't say much, just average as hell, your odds increase by switching locations where you become exotic and you're actually above the local competition. That's just the brutal truth. You're going to have a rough time in your end of the pond if the fish don't bite because your lure sucks, man. It is what it is. It's fishing analogies. You got to learn to use them. Your bait and tackle are trash. The local fish don't bite on that. You need to upgrade the bait and the tackle. If you can't, because say it's about height, you got to find other ponds where the fish respond. That's really it, man. That's the game of life. Women choose. Men compete for it. That's the price we got to pay to pass down our lineage. And that's in the whole animal kingdom, boys. Now, good night and have a good one. We'll see you next time.